Hi, my name is Doug Anton. I'm an attorney who focuses part of my practice on criminal law, and I also am a proud referral member of the Divorce Dynasty platform here in New Jersey. When people think of divorce, criminal law is usually not something that first comes to mind. However, approximately 45% of divorces filed in the state of New Jersey allege some form of abuse or domestic violence in the relationship. It is where divorce intersects with domestic violence that a client, male or female, or however they identify, finds themselves in need for a criminal defense attorney to help them. Domestic violence can most simply be defined as violent or aggressive behavior within the home, typically involving the violent abuse of a spouse or a partner. However, we have seen many non-violent claims, such as mental or emotional or other types of abuse, amount to domestic claims here in New Jersey. And unfortunately, sometimes the spouse or partner may falsely claim domestic abuse in order to get you out of the house during or just prior to the commencement of a divorce action. Of course, going through divorce is hard enough, and there is no place for such false claims. However, where there has been domestic abuse and you have been accused of same, we will need to address that and to what to do next. Domestic violence abuse often comes about when an injured spouse or partner files a police report or a claim with the police that such conduct has taken place. The police may then find probable cause and or put the injured party on the phone with a judge, even at off hours, and the result will be the filing of criminal charges, issuance of a TRO, or both. The most common criminal charges are assault, terroristic threats, harassment, and the like that come out of a domestic abuse or violence situation. Those are dealt with like any other criminal charges in the local municipality, if not so egregious, and they run their normal course over a period of time. But let's talk TRO. TRO stands for Temporary Restraining Order. A restraining order is first temporary when it is issued. You usually get your day in court within 10 days. Restraining order is a court order that is intended to protect you from further harm from the spouse who has hurt you, to keep the abuser away from you or to stop harassing you, and keep the abuser from violence, the scene of violence, which may include your home, workplace, or apartment. It is a civil order, and it does not give the defendant, you in this case, the alleged abuser, a criminal record, but can have effects on specific types of employment, professional licenses, and some interstate, but mostly international travel. Any victim of domestic abuse or domestic violence can file for a restraining order. So here's how it plays out. You and the missus get into a verbal argument. You get really mad, and let's say you get caught at cheating or something like that. You get pissed off and you pick up a toaster and toss it. Not at her, but sort of in her vicinity. And the cord sort of whips against her forearm. She is rightfully scared, and she calls the police. They arrive, see the mark on her arm, and hear her story. If you don't say anything, then you're one of my favorite clients. But if you say something, you will say something like, I didn't mean to do that, but that's an admission that you did. She is rightfully scared. When the police arrive, they see that mark, and then you are arrested and taken to the town jail. By morning, you have criminal charges of assault and terroristic threats filed against you by anything you might have said. You cannot return to the house or get your stuff, or talk to your kids, or call your wife or your girlfriend, if that is the person that you had domestic violence with. If you'll have to get a hotel and be on your own for a couple of days. 2 days later, at your job, the sheriff arrives and serves you with a divorce, let's say. And there you have it. This is where domestic violence and or divorce law and criminal law intersect. First, don't pick up the toaster. If you have to yell, you have already lost. Go out for a drive instead. But if you find yourself charged with such criminal charges and a TRO, it is not the end of the world. You'll get your day in court, and the law allows not only for you to defend yourself against the charges and seek to have the TRO removed, but also the legal profession allows for a number of mediation options with an attorney for each party, one for you, one for your wife or your girlfriend, whoever it might be. We'll work out a comfortable situation, maybe under a civil order for both parties and the kids, if any, pending the divorce. So worry not, but always have your criminal attorney's number on speed dial. This type of criminal defense is one of the areas of my practice that I contribute to the Divorce Dynasty platform in order that your Divorce Dynasty team is always there and prepared to help you. Thank you very much. I look forward to working with you in the future.